So to start off, I'm going to take my MAC Cosmetics Brown Script eyeshadow, and I'm really sorry for no intro, but I couldn't film an intro when I was filming the video, so I thought this voiceover would kind of do it some justice. But anyways, and I'm sorry if I sound kind of weird, I'm getting sick, so just ignore that. But I'm taking that MAC Brown Script on my Morphe M441, and this is just our crease shade, and also going to blend this down to the lid as well. And then I'm just going to keep on packing that on. And I'm kind of going to do a halo eye today, so I'm really packing it on in the inner part of the eye and also in the outer V. And then to go ahead and add more dimension to the eye, I'm going to take MAC Saddle eyeshadow and my Morphe M503. I'm going to place this in the lower crease and also in the inner part of the eye and also the outer V to go ahead and start off that halo. It's just going to give us a base shadow for the darker shadows that we're going to go in later to really add depth to the eye. And then I think this look is really wearable for prom or even for an event or even if you're just going like on a date night. Honestly, honey, you can just wear this to the grocery store. Why not? But I think this is a really cool look just because it's not too dramatic, but it's not just very like simple and bleh. It's like it's something, but it's not too much. So I think this would be a really cute look to go ahead and try out. And it also kind of has like that wet lid effect, but without like the gloss or anything, so it's not going to move throughout the day. And then to go ahead and add more dimension to the eye, I'm going to take my MAC Embark eyeshadow. And this is just like a deep chocolate brown shade that's going to add a lot of dimension to this look. So I'm just going to use this on my Morphe M151 brush. And I'm placing this on the outer V and also in like the inner kind of V. Because this is going to give us the depth that we need to make that really center of the lid pop. And just look really pretty like when you're looking down in your pictures. You're going to have a lot of dimension to your eye. That's one reason why I love halo eyes so much is because you have so much dimension to your eye when you're looking down, like it looks so pretty. And at prom, you're going to be taking pictures from all angles, so you want to look good from all angles. And then for the center of the lid, I'm taking this long-lasting stick eyeshadow from Kiko Milano in the shade 04. It's like a bronzy, really pretty brown shadow. So I'm going to place this in the center of the lid, kind of where that spotlight is going to go. And then I'm placing this on direct from the stick from the product. And then you'll see that I'm blending it out with my finger because I feel like with your finger, it helps melt everything into your skin just so it doesn't look like you have a line of product or something. And with my finger, I'm kind of spreading the glitter all around my eye because I want this to look really glittery and kind of messy. I don't want it to look very precise. I kind of like that more messy look. And then I'm taking my Colourpop Super Shock Shadow, and this is in the shade On the Rocks. It's just like another really glittery brown eyeshadow that's perfect for this look. And I'm taking this on my finger because I feel like with these shadows, they apply a lot better with your finger than a brush. And you get a lot more pigment. So I'm kind of just placing that in the center, focusing in the center. But you'll see that I'm spreading around the glitter with my finger because I want it to be messy and just look more effortless. So you'll see that I'm kind of just placing the glitter everywhere and just like going back and forth, kind of messing with it. And then I realized I'm doing this with my middle finger. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to flip you guys off, but I don't know why I use that finger instead of my other finger, but it works. And then to further add dimension to the eye, I'm taking my ABH eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Noir. It's just a matte black shadow. And I'm taking this on my Morphe M151, and then I'm really going to add dimension with this shadow on the outer V and also in the inner little V of the eye. This is really going to give us that dimension that we want when we're looking down, and it's just going to really make that halo eye pop. Since we do have kind of like a more brownish, darkish shade on the lid, this is really going to help give the dimension. And then again, just be careful when you're using black because black can go messy real quick, so add a little bit, blend it out. Just be really patient when you're working with black shadow because it can go all over the place really fast. So you'll see that I'm adding it on in kind of little small motions, and then you'll see here that I'm blending it up into the crease, trying to go up to the brow bone because I want it to all gradate. And then I'm just using small motions, small like kind of pushing up motions. And then here I'm blending everything more together with my finger. And then I'm going back in with that Morphe M503 to help blend out that black, but I'm kind of keeping it in the areas that it already is. I'm just blending out the harsh lines. And then as I'm blending everything out, I feel like I'm losing some of the glitter in the places that I want it. So I'm just going back in with that On the Rocks shadow with my finger and just placing it over again. And then I'm going with my Kylie Cosmetics Metal Liquid Lipstick. And this is in the shade Hair. No, this is the shade King K. Sorry, it's not Hair. Hair's a pink one. But King K is this one. It's a gold orangish shadow. And I'm using this to really add that wet lid look because I think it's like a really messy and really pretty unique look. So I'm just adding that all over where we put the On the Rock shadow to kind of lighten it up. And then you'll see that I'm going back in with the On the Rock shadow to kind of darken it and add more glitter. because the metal liquid lipstick was kind of more of a cream, and the glitter is going to add more texture to it and really add more sparkle to it. And then I felt like when I was placing the shadow again all over the lid, I was kind of losing that dimension. So I'm going back in with that black shadow, just adding like the slightest amount of black just to add more dimension to the look. So I'm just going to keep on going back and forth between the shadow and the black shadow, and then just blending everything together. And honestly, from here on out, it's just going back and forth with how much depth you want and how much of a shimmer you want. This is kind of like more of like a loose-ish pigment glitter. So I'm just going back in to make sure that the sparkles are really prominent and it's going to look real cute at night and also in the sun. And then here, to make sure that that black is blended out, you'll see that I'm going up again in up motions towards the brows to make sure that that black is blended out. And then I'm going to take my dearest Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Illuminator, and I'm going to use this to highlight the brow bone. And then I'm going to take this on a little flat shader brush. This is from Casa Beauty. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto the brow bone. And then I felt like it was going too far down and I was losing the crease shade, so I'm taking my Morphe M441 brush and then just going back in with the crease shade to make sure we still have that definition. And also applying this in the inner corner with my Morphe M421, going back in with that same illuminator just because I want everything to be very fluent in this look. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Urban Decay Glide On Gel Pencil, Glide On Eye Pencil. This is in the shade 0, which is a black shade. I'm going to go ahead and tight lighten with this just because we're not going to have any other liner on this look. I want to make sure that we're still making those lashes pop on our upper lashes pop. And then I'm also going to take this onto the lower lash line as well. And then honestly, I'm just using the same exact shadows we used for the lid onto the lower lash line. I'm taking my MAC Brown Script, my MAC Saddle, and then taking my ABH Noir shadow. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend these onto the lower lash line just like we applied them onto the lid. And then you'll also see that I'm leaving a space in between for the lower lash line to create that spotlight, just because I feel like when you're doing a spotlight on the lid, you also have to do it on the lower lash line. I think it looks a lot better and it has more of a full effect. So I'm taking my Kiko Milano 04, the stick eyeshadow, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that in the center. And then going back in with that black to make sure that we don't lose that definition. And then I'm taking my King K metallic liquid lipstick and then going to apply that again. And then also going to go with my On The Rocks to go ahead and add that shimmer and that texture back to the lower lash line as well as the lid. And then going back in with that black to go ahead and define everything up again. And then I'm taking my Tweezerman eyelash curler to go ahead and prep the lashes for falsies. And then I'm going to apply my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara to also prep the lashes for falsies because we don't want to be looking like we're wearing 2 pairs of lashes, especially not for prom. Let's not play ourselves and do this. And I'm also going to take that mascara on my lower lashes just because I feel like it gives us that full effect. And honestly, I love having the lower lash line smoked out and just with mascara because I feel like it opens our eyes a lot more. And then for falsies, I'm going to take my Koko lashes in the style Queen Bee. And I'm going to use my Duo Lash Glue. This is a clear one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Colourpop and Karrueche Tran limited edition lip liner. This is in the shade Chi, but I'm pretty sure MAC Cork is really close to this. I just thought of that right now, but I think I'm probably going to have to get that one because this one is really small. This was honestly my favorite lip liner ever. I'm honestly really sad I didn't get it for the last call when they said that it was not going to be sold anymore, but no, I didn't, and now I'm regretting it. But now I'm going to take my Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in the shade Echo Park, and apply that all over the lips as well. And then now I'm taking my Too Faced Melted Nude lipstick, and then I'm applying this to add more of a satin finish and also more of like a pinky brownish shade to the lips. And then here after, I'm taking my Kiko Milano 3D Hydra Gloss, and this is in the shade 19. I'm a really big fan of these glosses, but you have to be careful when you're applying them because if you apply too much, it can get like kind of gunky. I've noticed that. So just go in with like one swipe of it and just make sure that you're dispersing it evenly all amongst your lips, or else it's going to get kind of like gunky. Your lips are going to look so wet. Like I love these glosses so much just because it makes them look like real juicy and like you have lip injections when you don't. This is a finished look. I really hope that you guys really like this look. I really enjoyed creating it. And this is my kind of outro for you guys just because I wasn't able to film an outro. But I really hope that you guys like this. And if you recreate it, go ahead and tag me on Instagram. And make sure you guys subscribe to get notified every time I do upload videos. Click that little bell. And all my social media links are on the screen if you want to tag me like on any Twitter or Instagram if you guys recreate this look. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in my next video.